Protectors of the Grid. Chapter 35. Well, I was a wreck. I couldn't separate out the grief and the rage. It consumed me. It wasn't just the pain, although my phantom leg still spasms from time to time. My friends, dead. My past life, my freedom to move my body any way I wanted, everything I had seen, dead. I couldn't find anything but darkness. I was the darkness, and mostly I wanted to be dead. I didn't want to die. I wanted to be numb, unconscious, no longer responsible. Dead. I was throwing hateful energy at everyone and everything around me. Now it was Tara's turn to wait while Will struggled for words. So the elders took me out to the middle of nowhere. There was a good-sized lake that I had never seen before. They paddled out to the middle, then ordered me out. What? Yep, that damned red fox. But it wasn't just him. My brother was there too, and old Opa was there. I wonder. What? Opa means owl. That owl last night. Ah, I see what you mean. Anyway, Opa told me I had lost part of my soul and that it was deep in the lake. I had to go find it, or they would kick me out of the tribe. That seems harsh. You were still injured. Yeah, pissed me off pretty bad. I was sure feeling sorry for myself. What happened? Opa pointed into the water and I saw something like a light a few feet down, although the water was pretty murky. By this time I didn't give a fuck, so I dove in. Tara's eyes were wide, waiting. Of course, in the water I couldn't see much of anything, but I thought I saw the light, so I followed it, tried to grab it. But it kept moving just out of my reach, moving deeper. I used to be a pretty good swimmer, but with only one leg. Pretty soon I started to run out of breath, but I'd lost my bearings. I couldn't see through the murk. I didn't know which way was up. My lungs were about to explode. I thought I was a dead man. I almost gave up, but then I saw the light, brighter than before, and swam toward it with everything I had left. He stopped, remembering. Tara clutched his arm and waited. Turned out it was the sun, and I broke surface just seconds before I would have inhaled a lungful of water. But Opa was right. I found pieces of my soul that had gone missing. The parts of me that wanted to live, that remembered laughter and joy and family and all the things that make life worth living. Tara released his arm and her breath at the same time. I still had to swim to shore. They had already paddled back and were waiting to see whether I'd make it or not. She shook her head, disbelieving. It's not as harsh as it sounds. Better to die if I couldn't learn to live again with a whole soul. Tara studied him thoughtfully. You chose life, congratulations. He nodded in acknowledgement. Now I hope we can help Ben keep choosing life. Tara, you know it is up to him. Always. Every time he faces a choice. But considering how far he's come, we have good reason to hope. I'll certainly do everything I can, especially now that we know the scope of what we're dealing with. Yeah, me too. I hope that what and who I am will be enough. Will took her hand and squeezed. With you in his corner, he's way ahead of anyone else I know. He turned her hand and gently kissed her palm. She tingled all the way to her toes.